I think digital exclusion is a huge issue socially, actually. I think one of the things that I'm really interested in is that the government's attitude to it is about, no, we'll all be on broadband and then it'll be fine. But actually, that's not the answer. The answer is that people aren't skilled up to engage online. Like, the skills that you need to have conversations on blogs, to have conversations on Twitter are actually really, really high level communication skills that young people don't have, partly because they are growing up and they're emotionally vulnerable and they're sort of going through this whole kind of, I don't know who I am, so how do I even expose myself in quite a brutal way online, because I think conversations online are very direct and there is no kind of like padding it out, which is what you tend to do to your kids, isn't it? You don't say to them, yeah, your grandmother's dead, she's in a hole in the grave. You sort of go, she's gone to heaven, and you pad it all out. But conversations online don't pad anything out. They just tell you, yeah, she's dead, she's in a hole. You're like, oh, okay, that's scary, and I'm not quite ready for that. So I think there's that level of exclusion that young people emotionally aren't ready to have conversations. And if we move everything online, we rob them of that padding that they naturally have to go through to sort of get older, which I think is quite interesting. And I also think the skills of digital engagement are quite interesting as well, in that I would really like somebody to look more into that work and to think about actually what it takes for you to make the most of the internet and the tools online, and why some people aren't able to do that even though they have access to sort of tools. They don't use it in the same way as other people. So I think that's probably my kind of angle on digital exclusion.